Welcome to it. Hi, everybody. Storm Team 2 Beyond the Forecast, where we will talk about weather and climate and Steely Dan albums with my buddy, Chief Meteorologist Patrick Hammer, as we look at the KeyBank. It's going to be a busy place, of course, with basketball fans into town. And later on in the show, I'm going to be talking about I'll be helping the new people in town with what to do and when to do for their days off. It's not the best of timing because it looks like the two days with the most rain are going to be Friday and Sunday, but there are opportunities to go outside. So we'll talk about that, and we'll also recommend a couple wing spots, I guess. So do you have a favorite wing spot in town, Patrick?
Just up the road here for me is obviously Barbill. That's
sure.
My local spot. Gabriel's Gate, of course, is awesome. But I think what you should do, Kevin, coming up, as I think you probably are, is I want you born and raised here, right? Your local knowledge. I want to hear where you want to go, where you could recommend our viewers to go who are out of town. And also agree or disagree that the best Steely Dan album is certainly The Royal Scam, which is their 5th album.
Really?
And we can go into the B-side of that album if you like, yes.
Oh, I thought you'd go like Asia. Oh, my goodness.
Katie Lyde. Our producer likes Katie Lyde, which was
that's a good
third.
one.
No, Pretzel Logic was their third. Katie Lyde was their 4th. Asia it's always the best. I guess I was trying to, that was number 1. Countdown to Ecstasy, number 2. Pretzel Logic, 3. Katie Lyde, Royal Scam, Asia, Gaucho.
Fantastic. Look at we got them on, and then they came back and did a whole thing. I'm a big fan of Fagen's solo work. When we have a slow weather day, we'll certainly bring out our Steely Dan debate. But we have weather to talk about, as a matter of fact, and we'll take you through the weekend as well. Oh, there you go. This is Can't Buy a Thrill. Fantastic. There you go. So again, we are. We are reeling in the rain for tomorrow, but today's a pretty quiet day across Western New York. But March, the first couple days of March were cold, and then we had some remarkably mild weather. From day after a cold first couple of days, it was pretty mild for a week, and then we had a roller coaster ride for a week, and now we're going to be kind of consistently Marchy. For better or for worse. I talked about the maple producer. I was at a maple producer this morning, and temperatures are going to be in the 40s during the day and cool nights, and it's perfect for maple production. So they had a so-so start. When we were all dancing in 65 degrees, the maple producers were not a fan of that because the sap is not running. But now the sap will be running, not me, the sap in the tree. And it looks like we're going to have a terrific a maple weekend this weekend and the weekend after that. For all the maple producers. Wyoming County, by the way, is the Western New York capital for maple production. The counties statewide, the two biggies are Clinton and Lewis County. I do not know exactly where they are, but they're in the Adirondacks. But locally, Wyoming County is the champ, in case you're wondering. So here you go. Across Western New York, current temperatures as we are on line with you right now at 12:33 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thanks for joining us. 41 degrees, 48 degrees in Franklinville, 39 in Cattaraugus and in Ellicottville as well. Yeah, we're all hanging around 40, and we're not going to improve too much on that today. Thankfully, another weather element we've had to deal with is the wind, and it's not things are going to be relatively tranquil. We're not going to have any problematic winds, at least for the foreseeable future. Okay, but there will be enough of a breeze, of course, being March to make it feel considerably cooler. So if you do have plans, certainly dress appropriately. It feels like 33 degrees right now. It looks like partly cloudy as we look at Salamanca. Temperatures hanging out in the 40s for our day today, and then cooling into the 30s overnight, so the sap will be running. Here's what you expect precipitation-wise over the next 72 hours or so. Again, pretty much a dry day today if you live by the NYPA line. May get a stray shower later on today. Friday, let's get you past Thursday first of all. Friday, not an all-day rain. The morning commute will be a tough call. The kiddos at the bus stop, if they get in the bus or into the school by 8 a.m. looks okay, but then some showers are expected, mid-morning, mid to late morning or so. And then it's expected to clear early afternoon. It'll clear from west to east across western New York. So again, the afternoon commute won't be affected. If you want to make plans, and I'll talk about this later on in the show, if you want to visit the falls or have any other plans, if you're in town and you want to see some of the attractions in Buffalo or go to Letchworth or Chestnut Ridge or any of the other great things we have around here, walk around Canal Side. It'll be seasonably chilly, of course, but we're going to be dry from 2 p.m. on. Across western New York. So that's the best time to go outside and walk around the hotel. So for our Saturday, again, I know the basketball fans will be indoors, and it looks to be a dry day across western New York. So for how much rain is anticipated, there are no flooding concerns with this. We're talking about a quarter to a half inch of rain at the most for our Friday. Again, a milder into the weekend. We should be in the, I think, low 40s or so. What's the average high in mid-March? Mid-March, we should be around 42, 43 or so. We're going to be a tad above average. It's a pretty nice Saturday, all things considered. Saturday being the better day of the weekend. We do, unfortunately, drop back to highs in the 30s for a couple of days, but there's not going to be a sustained cold, and it's not going to be something that, we're going to eventually get back into the 40s. You will see in the 7-day forecast. So again, spring is here. This is the last full day of winter. We talk about meteorological winter being December through February, but astronomical, the equinox is tomorrow. So average highs or average temps are going up. This week our average high is around 44 degrees. Again, tomorrow is the spring equinox, sometimes the 20th, sometimes the 21st, sometimes it's the 20th. So longer daylight hours. You've probably noticed this, the sun rise getting about 90 seconds earlier every day, and the sunset getting about 90 seconds later every day. So we're stretching these days out 3 minutes a daylight or so this time of year. And the sun angle increasing as well. It's one of those things where maybe you noticed that when it snowed, that it would melt due to the higher albedo. It would melt on the sidewalk. It would melt on the driveways faster than it would on the grass. So yeah, it's just all about the sun angle. Even through the clouds, the sun can melt snow. So there you go. The summer solstice, of course, the sun angle. The sun will continue to get higher in the sky for us. So today, 42 degrees is what we anticipate. Again, more clouds than sun. Maybe just a brief shower, especially for viewers. The more south you are, the more likely you are to anticipate a shower in the afternoon. Wind not a factor. Mostly cloudy tonight. Again, the advantage of that is not going to be especially chilly for your Friday morning as we finally say goodbye to spring, or say hello to spring, rather. 48 degrees will be the high. Hello, equinox at 10:46. Pop the champagne. That's when it becomes spring. There are, again, some rain in the morning. I think once we get to 2 p.m., Future Lake's been pretty insistent that we should be dry for 2:30 on, depending on where you live, of course, clearing from west to east. Lows of 35 Friday night. For our Saturday, again, that's the drier, the better day of the weekend. If you want to make plans, a Maple weekend or whatever, if you're going down to the arena to watch some college basketball, 50 dry. Again, more clouds than sun. It's March. Tend to get a lot of cloudy days, and again, Sunday it looks like a day not with all-day rain by any means, but you'll be on and off showers. You're going to want to time out for your Sunday, the first weekend of spring. It's going to look like it. 50 degrees with some showers around, a lot of clouds. It is a front moving its way through on Sunday, so highs Monday only in the 30s or so. High of 33. Expected for the Buffalo zone. 37 on Tuesday, again with a mix of sun and clouds. I will point out, excuse me, flakes are possible for the southern tier on Monday, but nothing problematic, maybe a coating or so. Again, highs in the 30s for one more day, and then a front works its way through, pushing our temperatures into the 50s for our Thursday. So again, not the dramatic ups and downs that we had last week. This is more typical sort of March stuff, kind of hanging around the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s. We're going to be talking about some remarkable heat in the southwestern portion of the United States, and I'm going to be talking about some local attractions for the visitors in town and some advice for the timing for when to visit those attractions, and maybe we even name drop a wing spot or two. We are back. So, we are a little bit below average in the temperature department, and we have been for a day or two. We are going to get above average, but They are positively baking in the Southwest, Patrick. It's remarkable.
It is. And to help me kind of explain what's going on in the Southwest in California, I do have a special guest today. You'll see why he's here. Josh is here. He's about to be a dad. And hey, bud, how you doing? He's taking a little time away from his soon-to-be paternal duties and hanging out here, not far from where he lives. And the reason he's here is to kind of, you know, assess the heat in areas where he's from. One of the spots that we're going to go to coming up is Fresno. Josh is from Firebaugh, which is just outside of Fresno. So he has a real close connection to the extreme heat that's going on across parts of the Southwest. So let's get to it and show you what we got. First of all, this map here is going to show you kind of the overall weather pattern with a jet stream arcing over the Southwest. And where you see that big blue H, that is a center of high pressure, also kind of known as a heat dome. And the way we measure the strength of these upper level highs is, I don't want to get too much into the weeds, but let's just say this. The strength of this high pressure center that's kind of over San Diego is never been this strong for this time of the year. In fact, it usually doesn't get this strong on average until June 5th, okay? The strength of this ridge is as strong as it's ever been. And again, it never gets this strong historically until June 5th. And here it is, March 19th, and it's already reaching levels that are extreme even on early June. So that just kind of gives you a sense of how strong this ridge of high pressure is in the heat. And by the way, to counter it, it's equally as cold in other parts of the country, including Alaska. We're not going there on the maps, but I just wanted to mention Anchorage has had Fairbanks, Alaska has had some of its latest 40 below zero readings on record. And they've had night after night after night of 40 below zero. So matched with the heat is extreme cold in other parts of the globe, and that's up in Alaska. Now, I want to show you this. This is a map that shows the high temperatures yesterday, okay? And you'll see as we zoom in over the Southwest, high temperatures yesterday were crazy for the month of March. Some of these numbers represent all-time highs for April. And here it is, March. Numbers like this have never been seen so early in the season. In fact, a couple of those spots include Palm Springs at 107, Los Angeles 95. There's Fresno, south of Sacramento, 93, which is, again, Josh's old home turf. Let's see, Vegas 94 on the Strip and 102 in Phoenix. 104 is where Phoenix is expected to go, and it's never been over 105 in the month of March ever, okay? Anywhere in the month of March, and it's likely going to get up to 105, 106 in places like Phoenix. One other note, the Salton Sea, which is in far southeastern California, there is a town there along the Salton Sea shoreline called North Shore. Okay, North Shore, California. It measured a temperature of 108 degrees yesterday. That is the warmest temperature. It's tied with the warmest temperature ever recorded in the United States in the month of March. And that happened yesterday, okay? The warmest temperature ever recorded in the month of March happened yesterday. It tied at 108. If it gets to 109 today, which it very well could, that will be the all-time hottest temperature ever recorded anywhere in the United States in the month of March. Now, we go back the other direction, and whereas it's so hot in the Southwest, where again, records are breaking and all-time March highs and all-time even April highs are occurring now, it's not equally as cold, but it's a lot colder here. As we know that the weather took a turn right around the Ides of March, and we've been below normal and in some cases well below normal over the last couple of days. So that heat out west is kind of flexing its muscle one way, and the cold is flexing its muscle out our way. As we all know, what was it, Monday morning, we had wind chills near zero. In fact, 2 to 3 below zero. So a sign of how cold it's really been around here. Now, if we go back and look over the last, let's go forward. First of all, the temperatures looking ahead are going to warm. Kevin mentioned going above normal. That will be the case on Sunday. Actually, numbers Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 40s and 50s. Not terribly warm, but they're actually above average. 52 on Sunday, especially. The average high right now is about 42. But on Monday, we're back into the 30s, and much of next week looks to be in the 30s, okay? At least the first 3 days of it. And if you look back so far this month of March started out really warm. The end of February, March, we had temperatures above normal almost each and every day. And since then, again, March 15th, the weather pattern took a turn, and that cooler than average temperature pattern is here now. And even though it warms up a bit this weekend, not by much, and it's going to get cool again. In fact, here you can see the latest 8 to 10 day forecast, which keeps the Southwest and much of the center part of the country and the South above normal. But look, New England and the Eastern Great Lakes expected to be below average. And this is an 8 to 14 day forecast. So that takes us through the end of March. So whereas March right now as a month is running well above normal here in Buffalo for the month so far, we're eating away at that above normal average quickly as these cooler temperatures are here, and they're certainly here to stay. It'll be interesting to see how March ends. If the cool at the second half kind of levels out the amount of warmth we had at the beginning, we'll see how March plays out. But it certainly would be a bookend to a winter that was cooler than average most of the time. And now with these kind of temperatures extremes, it kind of makes you wonder where we're going next. Extreme heat in the Southwest, extreme cold in Alaska, and what seems to be a cool weather pattern that's going to last until maybe until Easter here, Kevin, in Western New York.
Yeah, we're certainly, again, remember the way that Seinfeld used to say Newman when he was frustrated? Newman!
Yes.
That's how I say
Hello,
March.
Newman.
Like at the end, when he was frustrated with Newman. That's how I say March. Just March!
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
it's
a tough month around here.
It always, it invites you onto the carpet and then just yanks it out from underneath you. That's what March does. Coming up, we're going to time out some outside time for the NCAA guests in town. And maybe if we have some time, we'll talk about wings. It's after the break. Stay with us. All right, we are back beyond the forecast, and did you do a bracket?
Did I? Oh, I don't. Okay, I'm going to admit something. I know less than zero about college basketball. I know that Michigan's really good. I know they're playing tonight. My alma mater was never really a great sports college, USC, but they never were good in basketball. So I have not done a bracket because I'm one of those people that would have no idea what they're doing. And I still just regale in the idea that nobody's ever gotten a perfect bracket.
Yeah.
That Warren Buffett offers $1 million to anybody who can come up with the perfect bracket. And we all know it usually busts in the first, the first 64 rounds anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But what about you, Kev? Do you have a bracket going?
I threw some. I'm not a big gambler, or not, go to the casino or anything like that. But I'll take my friend's money. Absolutely. So yeah, I did one. Yeah, right. I have a daughter named Sienna, and there's a college named Sienna in the tournament.
Yes.
But I'm not crazy enough to take Sienna. They're a 16 seed. So I did.
Wow.
I went with Purdue being the winner. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
We'll see. But
yeah, it's a.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go.
Okay. We'll see. So we have a lot of people in town, and they might want to try to enjoy some of the sites while they can. Let me. I was keyed in for a little bit. So we're going to try to time things out. And it's not good timing overall because the drier days are going to be Thursday and Saturday, and your off day, Friday is the day in between where you probably want to, check out Western New York, visit some attractions, go to the Canadian side of the falls or visit the American side of the falls, and it's not really good timing for you. Again, shower chances for the next 7 days, and again, Friday we are looking at rain, but not all day. And then Saturday you're going to be indoors at the game, and then Sunday if you're still in town and you want to go around, we're dealing with more shower activities, and then once everybody leaves, it kind of dries out again. Although we'll be quite chillier for Monday around here. So again, future look, just to show you the timing of the rain. It's not going to be an all-day rain on Friday, so if you are in town and you want to visit some attractions or walk around and enjoy some Western New York sights, or head to the Canadian side of the falls or the American side of the falls, you might want to avoid the early afternoon, but I think there'll be a pretty good timing for this if we hone in on Niagara Falls. I think once we get to 2 p.m. or so, you are reliably dry. It's not going to be an especially pretty day, but you won't need to bundle it up. We got to, temperatures will be in the upper 40s or so, not especially windy. One recommendation I do want to tell people, I know some people think you got to go to the Canadian side to get the best view of the falls, and I just do want to point out one thing to you. There's something that even a lot of Western New Yorkers forget about. It's Goat Island right here. This is where the American falls are. This is where the Canadian falls are. So a lot of people think you need to cross the Rainbow Bridge and head into Canada to get the best view of the falls. But look, on the American side, this is the border right here. This is the border. This is Goat Island, and a lot of even Western New Yorkers forget about this. Go to Goat Island. You get really close to the American Falls, the Canadian Falls, everything you need, and it's going to be a nice day. So again, I'm surprised how many Western New Yorkers have not been to Goat Island and think you need to go to Canada. And Canada's wonderful, but you don't have to go there if you don't all have your things in place. So anyway, for wings, I'm in Buffalo. Back me up, Patrick. We got the 911 Tavern. We got Gabriel's Gate, the original Anchor Bar. If you want to go to Patrick's Haunt, Bar Bill in East Aurora is one. I'll show you real fast. There's another Bar Bill in Clarence, the Harris Hill area, which is nice. In Cheektowaga, we got there's a Duff's, which is really nice on Dick Road. And I also like, let's see, Wingnuts and Elmo's in Amherst. Goodbye, everybody.
See you later.